Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you have been following this channel or have seen any of my previous videos, you know that it has been a hot minute since I have made a video. And I apologize for that because this channel is supposed to be my accountability to myself as I share my journey through my ups and downs, highs and lows, goods and bads, trials and tribulations, and successes on my wellness / fitness journey. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, we rounded out the end of 2024 and rang in 2025 not well, not great. Not that anything, specifically, particularly horrible happened. Around the 1st of December, my grandson that lives with me, he tested positive for RSV. And then out of that, the whole family, my whole household, went through about 2 weeks worth of bronchitis. Then we all kind of started getting better, recovering from that. On Christmas Day, he got pretty horribly sick, spiked at an extremely high fever. My daughter took him to the emergency room where he tested positive for the flu. So for about another 2.5 to 3 weeks, everyone in my household was pretty much bedridden, running fevers, body aches, chills, cough, sore throats, vomit, diarrhea. I mean, you name it. We all had the flu, probably the sickest any of us have ever been, or at least have been in years. It was horrible. After about that 2.5 to 3 week mark, when I finally started feeling a little better from the flu, I guess because of the back-to-back with the 2 weeks of bronchitis and then 2+ weeks with the flu, having that cough for over a month, I had like laryngitis for about 1.5 weeks. So it was a rough start to our new year. But thankfully, I'm so grateful to say we are all finally over all of the illness and everybody's back to work, back to daycare, back to our normal routines, and I couldn't be happier. So here's to a healthy family. Now, as far as my health update from everything else, because if you follow this channel, you know that in the fall of 2023, I kind of developed some health concerns that I've been trying to manage. I do go to my doctor, my prescriptions, my medicines, everything that I do, is completely discussed and prescribed by my doctor. So I'm happy to say that prior to all of this illness, the last visit I had with my doctor, my A1C was down and my blood pressure was down. Now, unfortunately, none of them are down enough that I can come off of any of the medications that I'm on. But that's okay, because at least they came down and nothing went up. And at least I'm going in the right direction, and I'll just keep making progress until I do get off those medications, which is bringing me to the whole purpose of this video. And we're going to talk about how to make yourself a priority, because after getting over all this illness, this weekend is March, which is a brand new month. Now, March is a big month for us. My birthday is in March. My husband's birthday is in March, which we actually share the same birthday. So our birthday is the same day. My son's birthday, my daughter's birthday, my daughter-in-law's birthday all fall in March. So we have a very, very busy month. And we have a vacation planned. So we're going away, renting a cabin, some nice little rest and relax time, which is very much needed. But also, the biggest event of all that's happening in March is spring is upon us, finally. So if you follow this channel, you've seen any of my previous videos, then you know that I do suffer from seasonal affective disorder, which is just a fancy way of saying the seasonal, we'll say sadness. We're not going to say the D word. Seasonal sadness. They call it the blues, the seasonal blues. And it's very common. A lot of people get it. You know, when the days get short, there's not a lot of sunlight. Cold weather keeps people indoors. We're not outside enjoying the sun, getting the fresh air, getting the vitamin D. And so a lot of people kind of go through this. I don't think that I was ever really quite as aware of this until I had moved to Florida and then came back to North Georgia. Because after living in Florida for a while, I actually moved back to Georgia in October, which was just in time for the days to start getting short, you know, where it gets dark at 5 o'clock in the evening. It rained, cold, just got here right in time for that fall going into winter. And that was the first year that I was ever very, very, very aware of the seasonal sadness. And I think I just didn't realize how much it affected me until after living in the Sunshine State for a while, where even though in Florida, daylight savings exists there, and we did go through that period of where it was still getting dark at 5 p.m. But the thing about living in South Florida is that the temperature was still warm enough that you were outdoors around the clock. Actually, living in South Florida, it was more comfortable to be outdoors after dark than it was in the daylight with the sun and the humidity, which I don't think we ever got rid of the humidity year-round at all. I was in Southwest Florida, Fort Myers, so I was almost down there, almost as far south as you can go. I was right on the edge of the Everglades, so it was pretty humid down there. But anyway, the days are getting longer now. The temperatures are going up now. Spring is like right here on the cusp, and I can just tell and I can feel that aside from the physically feeling better from getting over all the illness, mentally, I'm feeling so much better. The seasonal affective disorder is starting to lift, and that means it's a great time to kind of start getting back into some routine. Now, obviously, during December, January, I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing anything really. In February, I did go back into, if you follow my channel, you know I love Zumba. And I have started the Zumba 6-week challenge previously, but I never completed the whole 6 weeks. So I started that again in February. So I'm currently working on that, doing the Zumba 6-week challenge. Although I haven't done any workouts in a week, and that has nothing to do with illness or sadness. That's literally just me being lazy, honestly. Because I could make a lot of excuses and say, well, I work 2 jobs. I primarily take care of my house, the cooking and cleaning. And that's not untrue, but I could still fit some time in to do a workout. Even if it's a 30-minute workout, a 20-minute workout, it doesn't always have to be an hour-long workout. So we're going to talk about shifting that mindset and getting set to make ourselves a priority. And this is my pledge to myself to make me a priority. This is my little planner, and look, this is birthday girl, because I'm the birthday girl this month. So here, I'm going to show you some things that I use that are kind of tools for me to help make myself a priority. Now, I just want you to know, in case you haven't already figured it out, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional anything. I'm not a professional anything but a wingman. That's all I do. I wing it. I wing life. But I'm a professional dreamer because I'm always dreaming of things. But anyway, I'm not a professional of anything. I'm just sharing with you the things that I do that I find that I help, or the things that I do that I figure out don't really do me any good, but that don't mean they're not good for you. So here are some things that I have in my planner that help me make myself a priority when I'm doing these things. Now, again, the last couple of months, I have not followed these, and I'm ready to dig in and get back into them. So my first one is what I call my ABCs of gratitude. It is my things to be thankful for list, and it is literally every letter of the alphabet and one thing to be thankful for each letter of the alphabet. I like that. Then I have my daily morning routine, and this is the miracle morning routine. Now, I try to follow this cleaning program, schedule, whatever routine that I got into years ago called the Fly Lady. But my morning routine with that's pretty ingrained. You know, unload the dishwasher, make the bed, start a load of laundry. I've got that pretty down pat. So that's part of my morning routine. But if you've ever read The Miracle Morning, and it's the task is called Savers, and that's S is for, I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically your quiet time. Meditation, affirmations, vision board, exercise, reading, scribing is journaling. The S is for silence. So it can be meditation, prayer, or just sitting silently. Silence. So silence, affirmations, vision board, exercise, reading, and scribing, journaling. So this is like my little daily. And it's good. The meditation is really good. Journaling, doing affirmations, reading, those things like really help set your mindset, set your intention for the day. And that, that's important. Taking the time to exercise every morning, that's so important. And that's making yourself a priority. And then I have my self-care evening routine, nighttime routine, which includes planning for the next day, like laying out your clothes the next day. If you work outside the home, having your bag packed. Do you need to pack lunches the night before? Establishing a bedtime. My bedtime's a little crazy because I do work 2 jobs. I get off work on my primary job at 4:30. Sometimes during the week, Monday through Friday, I go in and work at my other job until like 11 o'clock. Sometimes I work Saturday, Sunday nights. So if I work Sunday night till 11, it's a little hard to get up at 5 a.m. on Monday. If I work till 11 on Wednesday, it's hard to get up at 5 a.m. on Thursday. But I always try to make sure that I'm going to bed around the same time, whether it's a work night or just a night that I'm home. Cozy clothes. You want to get comfortable and cozy, like get your shower, get your bath. Brush your teeth, do your skincare. That's making yourself a priority. Taking care of that skin, journaling at night, just kind of like purging your mind of like whatever thoughts and crazy ideas are going on. Hydrate, drink a little. I mean, you don't have to drink a gallon of water before bedtime because you'll be up all night peeing, but stay well hydrated. And then read. I like to read sometimes at night before bed because it helps relax me. It helps me sleep better. And sometimes it actually puts me to sleep. I fall asleep literally reading and relax. Most importantly, you got to put that little mind at rest before your body can rest. So those are like three big things that I feel like make, I don't say make, but three things that really help you make yourself a priority. And that's the gratitude, the things to be thankful for, following routines, whether it's a miracle morning, a morning cleaning routine, going for a morning walk, and then a self-care routine. Your skincare, shower, bathe, brush your teeth, whatever you do to take care of yourself. Self-care is making yourself a priority. And along with that, in addition to that, getting back into routine of doing these, my nighttime routine, my miracle morning, and my daily gratitude, with the weather getting better and a new season and a birthday month and just so many things going on, I thought this would be a great time to start a new glow up challenge. Yes, a glow up challenge. It's time for a spring glow up. So this is wake up at 5 a.m. Again, I'm not going to hold that like in stone just because, again, if I work until 11 o'clock the night before, yes, I could get up at 5 a.m. I wouldn't get as much sleep. I wouldn't get like those, 6-7 hours of sleep, but I could get up and I would be fine. But I'm just going to kind of play that one by ear on the nights that I work. On the nights that I don't work and I'm in bed by 10, no later than 11 o'clock, 10:30 max, I'm going to be aiming to get up at 5 for sure. No, whether I work the night before or I don't work, I'm not allowing myself to be in the bed past 6 a.m. That's part of my glow up. Because I want to get back in those routines. I want to maintain my home. I want to do my self-care. I want to do my workouts. I want to accomplish all the things that I'm working on that's not related to work, like my own little side projects. And I want to do these things for myself because that's making me a priority. Exercise 5 times a week. Now, there's 7 days in a week, so if you give yourself 2 days off, I think that definitely 5 days a week is manageable. If I don't do an hour-long Zumba class, I can do a 20-minute walk. It's still exercise and it still counts as one of my days. Start the day with your AM skincare routine and have your nighttime skincare routine. That goes back to that self-care, and I definitely plan on enforcing that. That's going to be a non-negotiable for me with my self-care, my skincare. 30 minutes for the miracle morning. That's something that I want to do. I want to get back. I've done that before. I've followed that. I love the way it feels. I love that whole like purging, the meditation, the affirmations, setting my intention for the day. I'm going to block out the time. I'm going to do my miracle morning. Read for 20 minutes. I think I should be able, whether I work 2 jobs, whether I work 1 job, whether I work the weekends, I should be able to block out at least 20 minutes to read every day. That's something I want to do for me. I love to read. And this go to bed before 10 p.m. Again, that one's not set in stone. That one's going to be kind of fluid, because if I work until 11, obviously I'm not going to be in bed by 10. But I can push it back. So luckily, I only live about 4 miles from the hospital that I work at. So if I get off work at 11, I'm back home. I can be in bed by 11:30. So I'm going to kind of keep that 11:30-ish on the nights that I work. Sometimes my relief is late and I don't get to leave at 11 exactly. But if I went to bed at midnight and I set the clock, because I said I wouldn't let myself sleep past 6 a.m. If I set the clock, if I went to bed at midnight, I set the clock for 6 a.m. That's still 6 hours of sleep. And that's not ideal, but it's still manageable. I can do it. So this is my glow up. And these are my routines that I'm going to use. My little gratitude, my miracle morning, and my little self-care routine. So anyway, happy birthday month. Anyway, yeah, I mean, those are like the 3 key things to take from this that I believe that you could use to help make yourself a priority. Gratitude. Be grateful every day, because the more grateful we are, if you believe in the law of attraction, the universe will bring more great things your way. Routines. If you don't already have a routine, set a routine. Follow your routines. Stick to your routines. Setting that intention for the day, knocking things out, blocking out that time. You know, if you do a planner, you know, color block out the time to do your routines, morning routine, a night routine. You're setting that time aside to make yourself a priority. So, gratitude, routines. Number 3, self-care. Whether it's taking a hot bath, lighting a candle, going for a walk outside, you know, tidying an area. People think of self-care and they think of doing things like that, like, you know, go get an iced coffee, go spend some time outdoors, and those things are great and they are important. But tidying your house, people don't always think of cleaning house as self-care, but let me tell you, as someone who has ADHD or ADD, whatever you want to call it, my therapist told me that clutter is a trigger. If there's clutter around me, there's clutter in me. My mind is crazy. It can't focus. So if you just tidy up, I work from home Monday through Friday, so I'm just tidying up my desk, having a clean desk to start working with the next day. The kitchen, putting the dishes in the dishwasher and running them, cleaning the counter off, walking downstairs in the morning when I get up and having a clean kitchen to start the day with is self-care for me. So whatever is self-care for you, find those things and make a point to do them. They're so important. So anyway, I didn't mean to drag this video on quite so long, but if you're still here with me, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you've taken time out of your day to watch this video, and I want you to go do something for yourself right now and start making yourself a priority, because I'm gonna get off this camera and I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna start making myself a priority as well. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.